Hi, my name is Ebrin Stanley. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm getting my BFA in theater with a specialization in musical theater. I picked USD Theater because we kind of just found each other. I found them through the International Thespian Festival in Lincoln, Nebraska, and they were the only school that the table was empty, and I met Chris Hagan, and we just kind of hit it off. These were one of the schools where, versus trying to interview me 24/7, they wanted to just have a conversation with me and figure out who I wanted to be as not only an actor, but as a person too. So it was very refreshing. So after meeting her, I got in contact with Matt Nesmith, who is the coordinator of the musical theater department. And though I never met him face to face, when we would just email back and forth or call back and forth, we just kind of had this connection. And the fact that without me even going there, and I had this connection with Chris and had this connection with Matt, I just felt like this is the place I needed to be. And when I finally did meet the rest of the faculty over a Skype session that I had, the questions that they threw at me and just the conversation that we had as a whole, it was just something about it. And so once I came here for my visit, after I decided this is where I was going, I loved the campus. I loved the classes, because my thing was, when I came here, I wanted to see what was new that I could learn. And I came to a class that Chris Hagan was teaching for acting too, and she had the actors at the time do this exercise where they have to take a character and find out what animal connects to that character. And I've never seen anything like that before. And so between that and watching the rehearsals of Rent and seeing all these other cool things and meeting really nice people, I was just like, this is the place that I need to be. I think the strengths of USD Theater Department is how versatile we are. We learn everything from period styles to basic contemporary acting. We take a play analysis class where we learn all aspects of how to take a play and rip it apart without thinking so literal. And I think also within the musical theater department, we learn everything from contemporary rock to classical and opera. So in general, I think our strength is that we're very versatile. USD Theater has helped me in my training, in the fact that I know my type. And what I mean by that is that I know when I go into an audition what I should audition for. I probably shouldn't go into an audition auditioning for a character who is 15 or younger. I should audition for people who are 19 and older. So really learning my type and learning who I am, not only as a person, but as an actor. And I think that's the most important thing before you can really become an actor, is learning who you are as a person. And I think they've really been helping me figure out who I am in that aspect. I think students should think about cost, honestly, in general. I mean, make sure it's affordable for you, but also don't let it stop you. Because if you want that goal, you got to go for it. I also say, make sure you like the people. Make sure you like the area that it's in. Make sure that they have things that you are looking for your specific area. I wouldn't say don't go somewhere that you're not comfortable, because some people like to go out of their comfort zone, but really make sure that you are somewhat comfortable in that place, and make sure that you're going to grow. I wouldn't say pick a safe choice, just make sure you're going to grow wherever you choose to, and make sure it's your choice that you want. I would say one experience that sticks out the most is doing my first Shakespeare show, which is Romeo and Juliet as Lord Cap. I've never done Shakespeare before. I really wasn't a big fan of Shakespeare either, but it was something about having a director like Haya who knows you haven't been exposed to it, but she doesn't walk you through it like a baby does. She kind of gives you certain tools, and then she's like, okay, now you can figure it out. And I think that was probably one of the best experience here, because it took me out of my comfort zone. I'm more of a contemporary musical theater artist, whereas this was my very first straight acting Shakespeare piece. So I think that experience has really helped me grow in the fact that now I have knowledge in that area, and so it broadens my resume and shows people that I'm not just a one-trick pony. Les Mis was my very first show that I did when I got here. I was a freshman at the time and only 18 when I auditioned for it. Matt Nesmith was a director, and when I tell you I had no idea that I was going to be able to play Javert, and this production that we did here, I was scared, you know. I just went in auditioning. I don't even think I chose the right songs to audition with, and then after that, I got a call back, and I was just like, what? I have never seen the show before. I barely watched the movie the night before auditions. And when I tell you I got to callbacks and I got to work next to juniors at the time, Steve Schaefer, and I got to work next to Nick Matthew and all these other people, Lucas Tacek, I was just kind of starstruck. I know that sounds weird, but I truly was, because it was so many talented people, and I was like, I'm just a freshman trying to soak it all in. And then I got the part, and I remember calling my mom and was like, you won't believe what just happened. My first role in college as a freshman is Javert in Les Mis. She didn't know either, but she came out and she saw it, and it was the most rewarding thing for me, and a humbling experience really, because to have your faculty believe in you like that, to give you that opportunity, was probably the best thing here. I would say that don't underestimate USD theater, because at first I did. You hear that it's in Vermillion and you go, what's that? But honestly, and I mean, this is not a disrespect to South Dakota or Vermillion at all, I had no idea that there was this much talent here, not only from the students, but from the faculty as well. So don't underestimate it. I mean, honestly, the same training that you would probably get at a New York school, and I've looked at, you know, both sides of it, it's the same training you get here. And I mean, if not better, because we have everything. So that would be my biggest thing, is don't underestimate USD Theater.